get into it. First thing I want to talk about is this new format that the NBA is doing called the in-season tournament. Now, these games have started. They started last Friday. It's something new that the NBA is doing. They're always changing something. They're always trying to be innovative. They're trying to get more money, of course. They're trying to create incentives for players to play harder, play longer, give their effort. I want to speak to that for a second. I think it's a shame that the NBA has to do things like the in-season tournaments just to get these guys to play. I mean, these guys are already getting paid millions of dollars. I understand that this is a business. However, man, I just miss some of the old times back in the 90s, early 2000s, when guys just wanted to get after each other. They just wanted the ball. It's not about the brand. It's more about the balling, about impact, about the fans. So as exciting as things are, we have the in-season tournament where each game that the home team has a different court than they normally have. Some of them courts to me was a bit too much, a little too much color. However, some of them was very nice. I know it's something exciting for the fans, different jerseys and things like that. So it's pros and cons to it. Now, I believe the main reason why they're doing it is to get these guys to play. I mean, of course, money is always the motive. NBA, NFL, they're cash cows. They generate a lot of money from fans, from just at the stadiums. I mean, the arenas, all kind of stuff. So now let's talk about what teams get if they win. Of course, you get a trophy. They have a most valuable player award for the in-season tournament. Also, we'll be doing an all-tournament team for the in-season tournament. So, I mean, some guys, that they know they're not gonna make the playoffs. This might be it for you. This might be it. You might get you some type of championship. You know what I'm saying? But also, the winner would get each player on the winning team would get $500,000. The runner up would get $200,000. The teams losing the semifinals would get $100,000, and then the quarterfinals would get $50,000. So it's some money involved. I'm pretty sure everybody trying to shoot for that championship so they can get that $500,000. But it's a great incentive just to get guys to play. I mean, I think it's a shame they have to do it, but we're here now, guys. We're here now. Now the NCAA tournament, they broke it up into the East and West into 3 different groups, 5 teams to each group. Now for Group A, we have the Pacers, the Hawks, the Pistons, the 76ers, and the Cavaliers. Group B, we have Miami Heat, the Bucks, the Hornets, the Knicks, and the Wizards. I guess we could probably guess who's gonna win that one. So Group C, which I think is probably maybe the most competitive one, maybe. We have the Brooklyn Nets, the Celtics, the Magic, the Raptors, and the Bulls. Now for the Western Conference, we have for Group A, we have the Blazers, the Lakers, the Suns, the Jazz, and the Grizzlies. For Group B, we have the Nuggets, the Pelicans, the Rockets, the Clippers, and the Mavs. For Group C, we have the Warriors, the Timberwolves, the Kings, the Spurs, and the Thunder. Pretty interesting, I know. You have the regular standings, and you have your in-season standings, which I believe, all the games do go towards the regular season. However, if you make the championship game, you will be playing an 83rd game that won't count towards the season. So that's pretty interesting to me, playing it like it's pretty not a meaningless game, but it's kind of like a meaningless game when it comes to the season and the playoffs. It's just for the money. Now we had action kickoff this past weekend, to start the weekend on Friday. I want to share you guys the results of those. So in the East Group A, we only had one game. We had the Pacers versus the Cavaliers. Pacers end up winning 120 to 116. And the Pacers end up being number 1 right now in the group, where the Cavs have a loss, so they're in the bottom right now. Group B in East, we had 2 games, the Bucks and the Knicks. The Bucks end up beating the Knicks 110 to 105, giving the Knicks a 0-1 record in the in-season tournament, and the Bucks 1-0. The Heat end up beating the Wizards 121 to 114, which the Wizards are still in the bottom, and the Heat are up top with the Bucks. So for Group C in the East, we had The Nets beat the Bulls 109 to 107. I mean, hey, that kid Cam Thomas is just crazy right now. I mean, he's finally been let off the leash, and we see what he's doing. He's barking and he attacking, and I like what I see. But I digress. So we head over to the West, and we had one game in Group A. In the West Group A, the Blazers beat the Grizzlies 115 to 113. We also had the Nuggets and the Mavericks play in West Group B. Nuggets beat them 125 to 114. It was a Jokic show. It was a Jokic show. The Warriors in weeks in Group C, they beat the Thunder 141 to 139. It was a pretty close game. I don't believe Shai played, but it was that Thunder team is a young team. Shet had a good game. It was a good one. So that's so far all we have for the in-season tournament right now. I believe the next slate of games is on the 10th, which is a Friday, and I'm excited to touch on that to see, will this get guys going, get guys playing harder? I mean, some of the games I watched previous Friday did feel like a playoff atmosphere. I can do with everything except for some of them courts, man. I think it was the Bulls court. It was too much red. I mean, I couldn't barely stare at the screen. I had to turn the brightness down. But as an NBA fan, I always love new things, innovative things. But I always going to say, man, I miss the early 2000s, the late 90s. I miss that kind of basketball when everybody was just trying to get after it. Everybody just wanted to be the best guys. It wasn't a lot of buddy things going on. It was straight, I'm at your neck. So hopefully this in-season tournament can create some more competitive edge. And, we can see these guys really, really get after it. Because as a basketball fan, that's all you ask for. You ask just for good basketball. You want both ends to compete. You want the star players to play. You want, we want to see the best of the best. So kudos to Adam Silver for trying things to get these guys to play. They have the flopping rule now, so guys can have to play defense or take a charge. We also have, I believe they have something going on where you can't sit out. So if you sit out on low managing, they have rules around low managing now. So guys are more, they're going to play more because they'll get fined now. Which I think was well overdue. I think guys were just abusing that. However, I did hear it's sometimes I'm not gonna say guys, I'm gonna say the teams in general, because sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the trainers. So I think they were just getting abused. They were just trying to, like keep the plastic on the couch, like or keep the tag on your new fitted hat, like things like that. It's like, no, let it loose. Let's go. So that's all I have right there for. Oh, actually, they're going to name the championship for the in-season tournament the NBA Cup. The NBA said they chose to choose very simple names just because it's easier to change in the future. I guess they wanted to roll it out to get it going until they actually come up with a more clever, a more, a more flashy name. So that's all I have though for the in-season tournament.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.